Playing against AutoNove 89, rated 302. DVLOT is currently at 497 and Qbert at 509. So it's possible that all of us are in a slump right now, because their ratings are usually higher. Really good miners. We're in seat 3. Hey Merrick, IRL is fun but slow. It can be slow. Okay. Thanks for the follow, Lizarachua. Welcome. Good to see you here. Glad you could find this little corner of the internet. Wow, what do I do here? I mean, I guess Ash Trees is generically the best one, but not by much. Bookcase Ridger seems really good. Field Caretakers here for some early crop action, which also funds Ash Trees. Wow, what do I do? Not in seat 1 or 2, so I guess I'll just get canvas sacked by someone. It's fine. Grain Sieve could be really good. New purchase. Bookcase surely gets taken. Maybe Bookcase is a slightly better pick to just have a better chance at getting Ridger, but I can still take Ridger if I want to. Grain Sieve might be better. Alright, the other Ox here are sad. These Ox are just sad. Maybe I'll try to meme out a Sequestrator, but I'm not getting Second Spouse back. We should remember Roof Examiner exists. Pet Grower could be okay. Take Wood Plowbake? Water Gully could be pretty good. I've been taking a lot of Barn Sheds recently. Not sure that's good, though. Wood Collector's very solid. This is really tempting to go for. Do I get Oven Boy back? There's a fair amount of grain in this draft. I'm gonna go for it over Wood Collector. Straw Hat could be pretty good here, but I think it's a bit of an overdraft. Yeah, I don't know the miner, and I'm out of time. Very speculative, Water Gully. Very speculative. I probably don't get it. Recluse seems somewhat reasonable here. But I think this is just Storehouse Keeper. Hope we get Building Expert back. Or Dentist or Recluse, but we're probably going to be stuck with Uncaring Furniture Carpenter or Henpecked Husband, all of which do nothing. Probably beer tap on the wheel just for the wood to 2 food. Now I have a freshly minted Twitch account. Great. Yeah, glad to have you here. Bland, you were at 519 and went down to 460. The elo system's just dumb right now? What do you mean right now? Elo has always been bad for multiplayer. Also, when you use the same K factors for games with high luck and games with low luck, great call. Very accurate rating system. And this doesn't even get into, obviously, the more atrocious events of the past half year on BGA with their like artificial K-factor reduction crap. Oh boy. Blighter Alms Bag is fun, but I'm definitely not on that route here. No one went for Veggie Lover into Market Crier, which I guess is good. Oh, man. There was a corn scoop in this draft, too. Man, I might not get Oven Firing Boy back. I could easily miss out on Oven Firing Boy. And yo, I don't know why the alert didn't sound, but thanks Anonymous for the gifted sub. Let's see, so we want an Oven Boy from the 6th pick, which isn't super likely. Overachiever would be great if we get Second Spouse back, but we never do. God, Overachiever Fodder Chamber late. This is much better food security. There were some veggies that might come back. Yeah, not a big fan of this stuff, and I'm gonna de-draft Private Forest? No one took the sack? What does it mean if no one takes the sack? Anything? These are all good. I definitely don't need Potato Ridger for myself, so I'll just pass it on to whoever has the bookcase. I don't need Pet Grower. I'll just take it for the memes. Hello, CW! I get the sack, so I definitely won't get Reedstone. Yeah, if I get Storehouse Keeper first move instead of Reedstone, I probably just ignore the sack. Maybe I'll... Oven Boy! Yo! I'm so glad I got that back. And Hutch or Straw Hat came back. I don't really need Straw Hat. And I don't really have a veg source, so Gardener's Knife for, like, a few food. What's really funny about this Storehouse Keeper is that if I don't get 4 clay, I might legitimately be taking a clay once early. When the clay is worth a grain. Actually, the clay is never worth 2 grain. Clay's still bad. Who's surprised? Raise your hand if you're surprised that clay is still bad. Hello, Heroic Logic. Hey, Gorling. Yeah, exactly. So, deciding to take a clay on Storehouse Keeper instead of a grain is neutral. I can just take the lower field caretaker option and end up with exactly as much grain. Unless the clay lets me be flexible with something, but that seems a little less likely. Sky is blue, yes. The sky's kind of gray out today. It's been gray like all month. Recluse! That does not work with the canvas sack. Roof ladder I like with 2 miners that cost reed. And extra stone. This is a nice roof ladder. And I don't think I need dentistry. Okay, so I think this is a... do I play Recluse this game? Ever? I could just open 3 wood. If I don't get reedstone. I think it's more likely I do Recluse than Dentist. What does this thing do? I don't care. Okay, so the Veggie Lover pick, not amazing, but it should be fine defensively, just to prevent anyone else from having it. Alright, fence is round 1. Acquirer from seat 1. 2 clay, surely DVLOT's second action if it's there. Dentist Private Forest? That does sound reasonable enough. But it does look like I just get to sack everyone. Hello, Zizak. I got Canvas Sack. Maybe I won't be able to play it, but if not, I'll get 2 wood or plow. I do want 1 normal plow, I think. We'll see. I win the sack race. Well, let's not get too excited. I would really like to get the well this game and the clay oven, so I probably just go on. Do I Storehouse Keeper? Do I Reedstone if I do get start player? If Auto Nove starts, I 2 wood or plow and then take whichever read action I can. You prefer 3-legged to sack? Yeah, I think 3-legged races are probably better than sack races. I can go for the veggie conversion with what grain? Yeah, exactly. My grain comes from Ox. Chairman into start, and it's not a private forest either. What have you got? There's my veggie. Farmer's Market is just gonna hide down here for a while. I'm not gonna look at it. DVLOT does not hit Major Minor. Big fan of that. Kind of. I mean, I would like Major Minor to flip pretty early here so that I can... Well, I guess 3 rather than 4, so I have some chance at... Well, hold on. Okay. DVLOT should probably take 2 clay second action, meaning I won't get 4 clay next round. Alright, Ock for auto. I didn't want Ock anyway, it's fine. Ah! It's one of those games. You didn't want Oven Boy, huh? I'm so glad I get to play another game with less impactful cards. Than my opponents. I will skip Storehouse Keeper for a while. Hubert opting for Wood Collector over 2 Reed is vaguely interesting. Seems like a fairly straightforward 3 wood for DVLOT. Everyone loves Tree Guard. There's no one on this planet who doesn't like a Tree Guard. Playing Chairman and Tree Guard is a choice, I do have to say. No one wants expensive Ock here. I mean, DVLOT can't afford it. Hubert did go for 2 Reed. Imagine this is a childless line. You like Tree Guard only when you play it? Alright. Let's throw down a sack. Yep, lucky Hubert getting expensive Ox 7th. At least my food is really good right now. Wait, I can get 4 clay? No. DVLOT takes 2 clay. That's still happening. That is still happening. Trust. I know how game works. Late Major. Oof. Private Forest doesn't look so bad right now. We're not far from being able to get 2 grain fields by the end of stage 2. It's not going to work out in stage 1, that's fine. First action start, expecting some tree guarding, fair enough. I will not be able to private forest. There's that bookcase. Somewhat explaining the wood collecting. If I don't get 3 wood, what am I awking? Did I ask myself a trick question? Oh, baby! We visiting the museum, folks! We visiting the museum. It does explain some things. Alright, we got our room parts. Q*bert can build in front. We have the well parts. We want a 4 clay move, probably. We've got options, that's for sure. Having options is good. How good can that be? It seems pretty reckless to me, but... Q*bert can Ock here, can take wood. Can just feed. I'm surprised I got 3 wood. I'm like, you're not ready to tree guard yet, right? It's a wooden hut extender first pick from Q*bert. So 2 reed was not super necessary, but I've been on the reed stone all 3 rounds. It is nice, but we need the clay oven first. They clearly don't need wood. That is what all of their actions are saying. Well, yeah, okay, so they're not gonna tree guard yet. They do just take food. Tree guard not getting, like, stage 1 stone oven does tend to slow you down. Alright. Interesting round incoming. No matter what. DVLOT should be acquiring a veg to just net a food. First action, the hearth. That's my presumption. Q*bert probably builds... Well, Q*bert actually needs food. After 3 food got taken. It feels nice to have gotten 3 reed stones. Q*bert, I assume, can just build day labor. I mean, if Q*bert wants to do that... Oh, there's also there's a layabout in this draft. There's definitely a layabout in this draft, so that's Q*bert's second move. 3 food and a veggie seems good. So Hearth here. DVLOT does now have enough food to just start acquiring next round again. This, I assume, is a tree guard action. Wow. Okay, so I want Clay, but there is a lot of stuff going on. Cubert Ox, so DVLOT likely ends up on Reed. Or Reedstone. And then it can acquire a Reed. Which means I need to start if I want the second room. But also, start player has to decide at least 1/6 wood available. What is Otto doing? Is Otto ever tree guarding again? Yeah, it's too bad that Reed Bank doesn't take DVLOT out of the room queue. Also, Cubert is going to be in the room queue. What can I do? I mean, I can do so many things. Is the tempo of this 4 Clay too good to pass up? I'm afraid it is. Ideally, Otto starts. I will accept this. This is fine. It's not quite as fine. But, sure. Tree Guard 2, Electric Boogaloo. I'll do my little lame move. Feels so underwhelming. But I'm getting stuff done. So this is going to open 7 wood, 6 wood. The 6 wood may or may not be tree guarded. If it's not tree guarded, then I have to build. If it is tree guarded, I don't have to build. And I can take the well before Otto does, if Otto even wants the well. Well, I want the well. There's also the 3 read, which is, you know, okay for DVLOT. I cannot start build. I don't imagine that goes well. DVLOT might just build stables. Like, 4 stables would not be... Or 2 stables, rather. Wouldn't be too bad for DVLOT. Have space for breeding cows, still have enough wood to double build. Would that happen? Do I try a start build here? I definitely have the miners and chairmen. Well, let's see what happens. Yeah, DVLT wouldn't stable block. But, that is dangerously close to backseating. In fact, it kind of is backseating. Huber with a resource market is unexpected. DVLOT does just take Reed. Otto can get a major here. Goodbye, well. Oh. Oh, I didn't notice they had a 3rd grade. No, Stonehaven makes sense. They can keep being museum-y. Hello, Gagnetto. Come on, Vincent. Yeah. Vincent, please. Please. I expect 5 clay for Cubert, but it could be an Ock. Wait, Cubert didn't layabout. Cubert just hit day labor. Does that mean Cubert doesn't have layabout? Also, Straw Hat didn't come out, which isn't super surprising. Much more interesting things have been happening. What am I aiming for here? God. Why am I even looking at this card? Alright, Roof Ladder's playable, Farmer's Market's playable. Hopefully I can... If I have to double park, I can play Ash Trees. I do still need more grain this game. I can bake it away pretty fast, and I probably want to. Probably Sequestrator would be a lot better if you had all of the control over half or all of it. It would be a lot better. Also, isn't it funny that this is a 3+ Ock? Like, you can't have it in solo or 2-player. Overachiever for Cubert, and we do hit grow. Not completely unlucky today. Yay. Alright, growing first hopefully does something with Tree Guard happening. So I can actually take the well on 2 different action spaces now. Cubert with a very obvious 6 wood move, as DVLOT can no longer start build. Cubert can actually double build. So DVLOT probably builds here. There could be something I'm not aware of. Auto, not sure. I think I do build the well if I can. Even though Clay Oven is a lot safer. If auto builds the well, so be it. But my instinct says they might Tree Guard first. Maybe they don't. If they do Tree Guard, I can consider start. Okay, they go for the Clay. And I think I have a pretty... well, I mean, Well is definitely better than Reno Well because of the Clay Oven part being closer. So if I build the well, I need 2 food for harvest. If I don't build the well, I need 3? Well, okay. Sounds like a food action either way. Barn Shed coming out. Should be a good Barn Shed. Alright, so I want to sow, get food, and that leaves 1 action for anything else. Reedstone's fine, it sets up Hutch and Clay Oven. 6 Clay is probably better. DVLOT on a food move here. 8 food to set up breeding cows makes sense. That's what it will end up being. We get an early Reno here from Otto. With Pottery. So Cubert grows. DVLOT does not have to start, so probably takes 6 wood. Auto, I assume, Tree Guards Cops. Means I can get 6 wood. Cubert takes food, DVLOT doesn't take food, Auto doesn't take food. So I think I can go 6 Clay, 4 food, so. Breeding cows is nice. I mean, stage 2 is honestly slow in Acquirer world. Overachieved BMW over there. Nice. There should be plenty of read in this game with Woodhut Extender, Carpenter's Hammer, Roof Ladder, Tree Guard. There's the Potato Ridger. Hubert can feed on Reedstone now, so I presume that will be the move rather than bottom feeding. If Otto goes for 6 clay instead of Cops... or just doesn't take Cops at all... I think I just don't have time for it. So DVLOT gets 4 wood. DVLOT getting 6 clay isn't good either. How is this not 4 wood? Plow? Ock? Yeah. Of course, Heroic Logic. Don't worry, I got your cows covered this game. I will be getting cows somehow. Auto Tree Guard's over there. Okay. I guess that's fair. What do I want to do? I have 2 actions, so I'll just do the 2 actions that I said I would. Alright, so there's no way I'm getting Grove. I should probably just first action Reedstone, lock it down. Well, Otto still has priority on Clay Oven. Alright, so what's going on over here? There was also Uncaring Parents in this draft. A point for every harvest that you're in stone. I assume there's more to the puzzle. But actually, these are the 3 Ox I didn't see. Maybe there isn't more to the puzzle? 2 stone is not bad either. I don't really need to play Hutch this game. Alright, I'm curious to see what Otto does here on second action. The read on Reedstone isn't actually necessary if I do Sequestrator things. I know what the crowd wants. 3 read, very reasonable for Cubert. Can now double build and have a read to eat in Harvest. Cubert does want some fields to at least activate the Ridger. Alright, if I can get Oven and Ock, that would be great. DAVLOT starting to guarantee 2 grows in a row. Auto not getting in the way growth-wise is really good for DVLOT here. Fat stock stretcher, nice. I mean, it's not that much better in an acquirer game, but it does boost up the food moves, taking animals out of the game. You hope it's not 2-room with Hawk Tower? I don't think you're gonna like how this ends. This looks very much like an attempt at 2 rooms. Alright, auto-taking Forest is fine with me, because it means I have Major Minor pretty likely here. So, I don't care which Ox spot I get back, but I might not get either back if I don't take it now. And I could get Fancy, but I don't see a need to... I don't think either of them is taking Major Minor. If I'm wrong, that would suck. Alright, this Oven Boy is a little questionable. There's the field Cubert needs. Trowel. Fun. The reason this Oven Boy is a little questionable is because I'm probably going to be baking my grain very fast. And still need to have more grain by the end game. So I would still love for someone to play Market Crier. It just doesn't seem likely at all. Also, I should have renovated that. Oh god. That needed to be a reno. That's not good. I mean, I still have things to play on a reno, so maybe it's fine. Yeah, this is the only grain I get for the rest of the game. Yelling at your screen is part of the experience watching me. And I prefer it that way. Yeah, I could have first moved it because of the stone from Roof Ladder. I'm just bad. I just missed things. Large part of the, indeed, sheep counting. And if you don't like it, you don't have to watch me. But I assume enough people are fine with that trade-off. So, I threw away a move for 2 stone. Instead of that 2 stone, I could have maybe Shifting Cultivator out right now. That seems like it would have been better. I appreciate that attitude. Alright, well, I do need some stone this game. 2 stones, like, not very efficient, but in late stone, I don't know. The only major that costs stone left is the Joinery. I have this Fodder Chamber that still has some promise. There would be no suspense. There is suspense. I am creating suspense. Also, this, it definitely was the, Water Gully. This would have totally happened anyway. The exact net of everything is gonna land up totally the same. Trust. I'm toying with everyone's expectations. I'm toying with my own final score. I really want Sequestrator to work. It's not going to, but I really want it to. Sorry to tell it like it is so early. Alright, DVLOT does not need to grow first action, as Q*bert did not build to force it, which I think is totally reasonable. 3 wood, plow, 3 sheep all seem somewhat reasonable for DVLOT. 4 clay seems somewhat reasonable. It is auto ending on 4 clay, which does mean Q*bert has to build if Q*bert wants rooms. Otto is going to be building a clay room, it looks like. Which means not renovating. Wooden hut extender goes. Q*bert is on 0 wood. Grain sieve landed there instead of in my hand. It would have been pretty good in my hand. Stockman. Alright. Otto also doesn't want wood for fencing. Hubert will get a so here. DVLT fencing now. Seeing that I can, it's a great time for DVLT defense. Fencing 10 down here would allow 3 breeding pairs. This also allows 3 breeding pairs. Look at that. This could come out next round. Hubert's sowing. Should I take Cops here? I should take Cops here. I guess Hubert could take Grove. That just sends my first move to Forest. Hubert is going to sow one of each. Very principled. Oh my god. This is so much better for me than DVLT building 2 pastures. Oh my god. Hello, Savior. We need Otto to build 4 stables first. But yeah, we can do the thing. Alright. If there was ever a Gamba time... You have 5 minutes, or 5 minutes is too long. But you have 2 minutes to go on this prediction. As I take extra time to feed for no reason. So yeah, enjoy guessing how much I get from Sequestrator. You might have to gamble before I play Sequestrator, but for now it looks like a reasonably promising line. Well, if I don't play it, I get nothing from Sequestrator. I think that's pretty obvious. As credits flood in onto nothing. Increasing the odds of 1 proc and everything. I mean, 1 proc looks like amazing value right now, but it never works. Kinda true. But we might be in position. We might have some positioning for it. This 3 pastures is huge. Regardless of the 3 pastures being huge, I will be taking Grove first. We're in the content zone. I think it's legitimately good. It currently looks legitimately good. Keyword going for Reedstone. That's not a wood move. I imagine DVLT plows? No, takes 4 clay. Well, with Reno pressure mounting, that does imply to Otto that building time is now. And that Stockman, those Stockman stables don't build themselves. These Stockman stables do not build themselves. They don't build themselves, folks. God, I have to play Sequestrator instead of just fencing. That's rough. If someone overhauls, I don't know that. Overhaul is such a mess. God, that's really frustrating. I have to play Sequestrator instead of fencing. Also, this water gully gets sadder and sadder if I don't play it now. Oh god. Here we go. We got him, team. So fence arrangement. And I can just start Water Gully for the round 12 action. I can Reno a farmer's market, but Reno is... The fact that I'm not Reno'd right now is really sad. Okay. Yeah, that's cool. That's fine. Yeah, Kubert just said in chat -1 point for forgetfulness. DVLOT plowing, though I'm not forcing the animals quite yet. Otto does get to Reno here. I could have really made life bad for Otto by Renoing, but I'm just a nice guy. A nice guy with a need for sequestration. I think I would like 5 free fences. And not exactly sure if I should do 2-1-3 or 2-2-2. Or 4-1. I think 4-1-1 is probably wrong. And I don't need a wood for anything. We did it. Part 1. Non-believers, get wrecked. It does proc if you put down 4. Three wood minus a grain for Q*bert. Kappa. It's definitely important for Q*bert to get that wood. No, I didn't consider 4 pastures. I don't expect to have enough time to fill all my space. Before seeing Woodslide, you half expected a swing plow for the comedic effect. That would be very funny, very sad. Yes. There's a steam plow hanging out somewhere, but I don't think there's enough wood in this game for it to run. What I did forget about is that I'm getting 2 more wood this game. DVLOT taking both animal piles is completely unsurprising. Okay, so this round I want 2 cows. Which could be vaguely overkill. I want a Reno, and I want to start. Do I dare try to get start second action? I think I do. Oh, camera freeze. Nice.
Good webcam freeze frame.
Econ, Sean, yo! Thanks for the tier 1 and the 35. I mean, if this is the happiest you've seen me, I might as well just keep the camera there and, you know, not care what I do on camera anymore, because I'm not on camera anymore. Okay. So, our clay is in danger. I'm sure you're all very surprised. DVLOT does plow, which I was expecting. Auto, I assume, takes 3 wood because Row's taken. I want to start Farmer's Market, but I don't have the food for it. So it's definitely a start Water Gully. Is there a surprise Pikachu? It's probably somewhere on 7TV, but I do have no weighing. Sequestrator in danger. No weighing. These cows have questionable value. Do I have enough? Ooh, I can buy cheap fireplace? That sounds like a dub. Stone for a grain and 6 food, okay? Perfect for my cow prince. I am the prince of cows. So I do need wood actions so I can plow. Or just other plow actions. But because I'm allowed to reno here, I should just take that opportunity, I think. Auto-taking cops to tree guard. Better than paying a food for 7 tiebreak resources. Yes. Alright, I am gonna take that fireplace here. This does create some risk for the Sequestrator clay. But if Urgent flips, I don't need the clay. And if Cultivation flips, I'm more likely to get the Sequestrator. You see how this works, folks? This is a masterclass. In sequestration. Unfortunately, Sequestrator does require the field tiles, so Field Caretaker isn't helping us. Masterclass and Sequestrator in the same sentence seems like an oxymoron. How dare you? How dare you? Are you not excited for my round 14 room stable grow fodder chamber sequence? It's only possible with Sequestrator. Also, the person who's most likely to get the 4 clay if it's not me is someone with a wood slide hammer. Like, what are they going to do with the clay? Yeah, the Frozen Smile is just staying by popular demand. And I'm protected from doing anything potentially embarrassing on camera for the rest of the day. It's a good trade. Also, in case anyone asks, every part of this was calculated. The cultivation versus urgent trade-off. CW, I think you're memeing about memeing. How does it feel to be called out? What is this? It is a nice scythe worker for DVLOT here. Not just clearing off that grain field by stage 6, but also, I think this procs Grain Sieve. I don't think I saw this. This is very bad news. In sequestration world. But if it's cultivation, I should be able to just take Grove or something and be fine, right? Right? And as established, someone else can have the 4 clay if it ends up being urgent. Okay, so maybe all Sequestrator is 2 late game points and protection against cultivation. In a twist, we want cultivation. Also because there's a second spouse somewhere. Maybe I don't care much about second spouse. The good news is I've already thought about the aesthetics if it is cultivation. If it's urgent, should I take cops? Is that too blasphemous? Alright, we're almost there. It's almost time to find out. Oh, gosh. Oh, I need to confirm the cow so that Hawk Tower can happen. And Acquirer. Big room. Wow. Gosh, Otto's still on 2 people. Has 2 empty rooms. This is the saddest timeline. Okay. Vincent 1 for 2 today. I mean, we're not out of it, but out of the 4 clay, that is, but it's not looking good. It is good news for the people on 1 proc, because there was some high value there, and we are approaching that world. Six clay for the pottery player. I should really take a breeding pair. But what if there's just still time? And I think I don't want to bake because I want all 3 of these grain into the ground so I can end with 6 and still play Fodder Chamber. I mean, we're denying wood from everyone. I would still like the clay, because that's points in the form of farm coverage. It does get us closer to 4 clay rooms, 4 people. And that's always a bit concerning. Even though I have broken that curse, it's still a curse. I am expecting Cubert to still take Grove. I should really consider start player if it comes back. I'd be surprised if it came back. Now DVLOT can steal the clay with start player. Lazy Soman be like that. If it happens, it happens. Urgent next round is good too. This is going to be Bake Jump. Because both Cubert and I can sew, with good reason. Alright, is Otto gonna start for the team? It would be epic. There is some min-maxing to be done on the animals. Oh, of course Otto's growing. Yeah, duh. Okay. Excuse me? Whatever, man. Did I not need to eat a cow? I didn't need to eat a cow. I forgot, Chairman. Someone else has the milking stool. But we are gonna get all 7 resources from Sequestrator, followed by using 6 of them. And I think that should be its own kind of win. RIP to Econ Sean and Sheep Counting's channel credits unless something unexpected happens here. Oh, Cubert taking these animals is bad for me, but... these things happen. I did just basically ignore the fact Cubert could do this. Yeah, wonderful plays. My camera's frozen, and oh wow, newly plowed field. I forgot that was in this draft. conceptually the worst Milking Stool game plan at the table. Tree Guard Stockman is also how I would not play Milking Stool. Okay, so... Worse than the 5 rooms before fencing game? Kind of, yes. Alright. So somehow... some way... I have sequestrated. Believers, congratulations. What did it cost? What do you mean, what did it cost? What happened to our veggie? Our veggie is happily growing here. Also, why did I not sow this grain? Because I need to bake it, potentially. Yeah, let's go with that. Rest of chat, you can react to Dictator and KLJ's comments and rip them apart. Because if you enjoyed this, they don't want you to have fun. I had a 4th grain from Water Gully. This line goes so much better with cultivation in 12. You all just don't understand. Y'all hating. Two cows undo? I have 0 food. I'm taking these cows if you don't. Alright, I think I can still last action urgent. And I think that leaves my last 2 moves here, or the other 2 moves as either stone food or food. Also, I need to build before I reno. But if I take stone, DVLOT is not... Well, DVLOT is not renoing on reno anyway. With no read. 3 stone looks really contested. And I can get food from fishing, traveling, or forest pretty efficiently. Grove and Copse are one stable worse. I think Rooms and Stables is uncontested. Schmog, hello. It's not just a sequestrator. It's a sequestrator with nothing on it. Hubert takes 2 wood, 1 food. Also, people in chat think that this was a costly line for some reason. I don't get it. Don't listen to them, thanks. Costly for channel points? I mean, I just gave you options. Not my fault if you saw the future wrong. Alright, so forest is 2 points for food. And now I can have 1 point for food. Or I can fish for 6. Fodder Chamber looks pretty unplayable. Or, well, yeah, the stone is going to be really hard to get. There's going to be no 2 stone action available. So it's just going to be a regular Reno. That's fine. I need this 6 food. Well, there not being enough stone in the game for Fodder Chamber is a fine cope. For letting Hubert getting sheep and pigs. And that is the cost, by the way. If anyone is not following the joke, it's because I prioritized Sequestrator over an animal pair or 2. After getting Urgent. But it's my life to live. Layabout time? Hubert is deliberating. Who needs... Everyone needs moo-moos. That is a Roof Examiner, which is not the same as Layabout. Hubert does have Potato Ridger, and the veggie from Bookcase does turn Potato Ridger on. DVLOT now has Reno parts. Trowel being an action and a read cheaper, but perhaps the action... Ugh. Does that mean I'm supposed to build here? DVLT needs to lazy Soman. Is there any way Cubert gets 2 stone? Reedstone's gone, both quarry spaces are gone. If there was stone on an ox, surely that would have been a better play than Roof Examiner. Alright, this hopefully is not too reckless. Do I know what I'm doing with my 5th action next round? No. Something's bugged? I agree. And you have to think that's a first pick Milking Stool, too. Though, I guess Acquirer had to pass either Lettuce Patch or Milking Stool. And I don't really know which one's more likely, to be quite honest. Okay, my first action is Room 2 Stables. Second action, Reno. I know Cubert can't have something like Excursion to the Quarry, because I don't think I saw any stone miners, or at least I don't remember any at this point, and we know Wood Slide Hammer was the first miner pick. Hello, Booley. You know what this looked like at first? Did anyone else, during the animation, think this was Animal Reeve? I don't know why Cubert would play an Animal Reeve in this position, but I got scared. The colors are not far apart. The background is the same, too? That would make sense. As to my intuition of being scared. Great choice of game, indeed. Agricola the best. You can find me here in Agricola World multiple times a week. Glad you found me here. You're thinking of something else? Darn. Alright, after the game we're gonna look up Animal Reeve art and compare it to the Roof Examiner art. I mean, I'm scoring in the mid to high 40s here. I'm just at like 46 after Room, Stables, Reno, breeding. Then I have to feed. Like, my game is not bad at all. Cubert Renoing is very good, yes. Alright, so I genuinely don't think I'm missing much by sequestrating. Hey Gorling, yeah, camera's been frozen a while, but chat loves it, so I just decided to keep it instead of restarting it. I don't really know why people love it, but I'm just gonna accept it. Yeah, it's really sad I didn't sow a 4th grain. That was, well, I almost baked it. You thought I was getting Reno blocked? How exactly do I get Reno blocked going ahead of Cubert? Wait, how did Cubert get stone? Wait, what did I miss? I totally missed something. What did I miss? The fact that Woodslide Hammer doesn't cost 2 extra stone? Yep. I know how cards work. I totally know how cards work. DVLT is acquiring a wood. No, dude. Alright, well, the funny part of this is if I get farm expansion blocked, I get to build joinery instead. But I think DVLOT is jumping to Ren Fence. Is what that actually means? Not sure. No jump? Am I getting away with it? Well, I guess no jump if you're sewing. What is going on there? Oh well. I won't find out. Four actions left. I don't think I get grain utilization back. I should get at least one animal pair back, I think. I do need food, which I do need to bake for, unless I eat a billion raw grain. Cubert's food is just a potato ridger and a BMW and a raw grain. So Cubert only eats 1 point and breeds 1. If you count Reed Bank as a 2-point move, that's always happening. I guess Steam Plow needs to be fed 1. So Reedstone is like a 2-point move also. Cattle Market is what ends up being the move. Yeah, so is only like 2 points for Cubert. So DVLOT did spend 5 food for a second fence here, which is 3 points because of capacity. 5 food for 3 points seems like a good deal when you have that many animals. A plow for Otto. That's unexpected. Do they want to sow bake, perhaps? Yeah, that's a 2.4 food move for them. They need 2 food right now, which costs them a point. Does it cost them a point? No. Huh. Well, I could gamble on 2 pigs coming back, but... yeah, I probably do. Yeah, this is probably the right move. The bake here is important. Okay, I have 9 grain on fields. And I was threatening Reno fences, which is why DVLT took it fairly early. 2 pigs disappear. Let's see if the sheep come back. Otto doesn't have a fireplace or capacity, so... I want to say they do. DVLOT has 2 extra grain, 1 extra cow, is 8 food. Now I have 2 extra food. Does that mean I'm into positive veggie lover points? I can trade 3 points for 4 points with Veggie Lover. And then play Hutch for a point. On Reno. Oh, I also have an extra cow. I'm way fed. Yeah, I Veggie Lover to either trade 1 for 2 or 3 for 4. Which means I overbaked by a grain because I forgot that this was worth points. Interesting news relayed from chat. In the interest of keeping streamer apolitical, I will not react further. So what am I getting here? I'm getting 53? Am I scoring 53 with full sequestrator action? No, 52. That's still good. Am I really gonna win this game? Yeah. Wow. That's pretty cool. DVLOT is breeding 1 point and hiding 2 for 50. The stocks on Sequestrator, never been higher. With the card disparity at this table too, the best card of mine is Ash Trees by a wide margin. 52 is Child's Play, you just scored 35. I just scored 35. Maybe my recent scores aren't quite 35, but they feel like 35. But I passed Bookcase Ridger into someone who picked Extender Woodslide Hammer. There's an acquirer over here who got screwed by round 4 Major. And someone decided to visit a museum instead of building a farm. To be clear, their final score is not bad at all. It's a very funny farm for mid-40s. Hubert saying straight tie if you remember Knave. Breeding 1. Yeah, I also forget that I had a 50-second point. Alright, we are not eating Veggie Lover. You just build on the bottom row as much as you can for Knave. And then you plow either top row or right column first and have fences up here in this 6-space segment. And, you know, tighten that up or whatever. How many Veggie Lover points do I want? Wait, no, Qbert also had 1 breeding point. Why do you all make me look silly? It's my being silly. Hey, DVLT, GG. This did end up being quite tight, yes. Knave is a bad card because you always forget you have it. I also forget I have it sometimes. Well then. Well then. We did it. I didn't know if this day would ever come. In fact, if you asked me at any day in the last 5 years if this day would ever come, my answer would have been no. Straight up, no. Getting everything from Sequestrator and winning... I I didn't think I would ever be doing this in my life. So that makes this, like, beyond bucket list level. Which occupation will I highlight? Obviously Veggie Lover. Veggie Lover MVP. The only things this game is missing are even 2 food and no potato? R.I.P. no potato, man. Yeah, of course, Trey. Most things in Agricola are possible. Some things you don't think are possible, and then are still possible. It's also Draft 9. The nerve of the draft packs to be so bad that I would actually pick Sequestrator. And then my own nerve to draft... This was not even a 7th pick. Hey, Cubert, GG. What pick was this? Oh my god, Schmog. No, please, that is a very dangerous question. That is such a dangerous question. No, like, that requires us to look in the rulebook immediately and pray that somewhere in there it says 3 rows, 5 columns of your farm board. And I think it does, but I'm not 100% sure. That's a first pick Lazy Soman. Carpenter's Hammer. So you pass Milking Stool because you don't have Acquirer. I mean, I get why you would pick Wood Hut Extender over Wood Slide, or over Acquirer when you have Wood Slide, but wow. I would absolutely be going Acquirer Fat Stock. But yes, it was also a good pack that I saw forth. Yeah, Cubert, my camera's been frozen since, like, the mid-game, and everyone wanted it to stay. Yeah, your pack was not as good, DVLOT. Mine had this synergy and nothing else. Very little else. I passed Cubert the other stuff. Yeah, ceilings never hit the table. Museum Hawk Tower got taken ahead of these. Okay. From now on, you're building every game like you have Knave. It won't go back to bite you. No way. No way will you ever play a 3-room Shepherd's Crook game and get wrecked. Late Overachiever pick. Overachiever picked in the same round of drafting that I picked Sequestrator. Very cool. Yeah, that is a 5th pick Sequestrator. I will continue patting myself on the back for this. Great job, me. Okay, that was fun. I'm glad I can check that off the imaginary list of challenges. And it is time to sign off. But thank you all so much for watching. Really appreciate you all being here. Glad I could be in a much better mood today and provide this excellent result. So take care, everyone. Have a great rest of your day. I plan on being back tomorrow. It's probably going to start a little late, like half an hour or an hour late, roughly. And if I don't see you then, hope to see you sometime next week or whenever you can make it back. Thanks again to Econ Sean for the resub for 35 months and the Anonymous Gifted. And yeah, see you when I see you. Bye, everyone.